like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. Today I have major cleaning motivation for you all, so I hope you're ready because I'm ready to clean with you all. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alondra and I post cleaning motivation, home organization, and baby related videos. So if you like those type of videos, I hope you stick around and follow my journey here on YouTube, and let's get started. We are starting off our cleaning today in the baby's room. If you have watched my previous videos, then you know that I always start in the kitchen because personally I think that makes the biggest difference in my home and we use it so much. So that's where I usually start, but today I really wanted to start in the baby's room so I can reset his play area and really clean it bright and early so that he could go in here and play after breakfast. So you know, I love being in here. I love organizing it for him, and I'm not the type of person that will clean up as he's playing. I will usually reset it a few times a day, so in the mornings if need be, after naps, at nighttime, just so that he doesn't feel like he can't move things around and explore. So I only reset it a few times a day, maybe 3-4 times, and that includes like bedtime, right? So that for the next day it's all good for him. But this was like a major clean. As you can see, everything was already everywhere because he's up bright and early just playing in here. So right now he was eating breakfast and I was just getting some deep cleaning done in his room. The most important thing to me was really just cleaning his rug, so I'm going in with a vinegar and water solution, and then I go in with some baking soda and I'll let that sit for a while.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big...
So I'm going to let this sit for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn the fan on just to get some like air movement in here.
While you let me go.
It's been about 15-20 minutes, so now I'm just going in and vacuuming the entire room before I put his floor bed and his little floor mats back in their place, and then I'll start organizing the toys.
I gotta go, running to better times, go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, 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 to better times.
If you're new here, I have an almost 11-month-old baby boy and I love him so much. He is our first baby and I don't think I've shared his name on here, but his name is Leonardo, and I love him so much, and I love being in his room with him in here. It's one of our favorite places to be in together, and I'm so thankful that he's such an independent player. Like, he has a floor bed, as you can all see, so he just gets up from his nap time or in the mornings and he can just play for a good hour by himself, and I'm just so grateful for that. And then he also does like playing with people. He thinks it's really funny to play with other people, and he's such a character. He has a lot of energy and he is just, I don't know, he just makes us laugh so much. He's a really strong kid. Like, I mean, I've never been around other kids, like babies, but we just always tell him that he's so strong and he gets so excited. So I just think it's the cutest thing ever. And these are his toys here, just kind of moving them out of the way so that I could reorganize everything. I try to just stick to like 5 or 6 toys that focus on something that he's currently working on, like a skill or developmental leaps that he has. So if you all want me to explain a little bit more about the way that I choose his toys, let me know. But As you can see here, I put like cups and his little balls and, you know, like a little puzzle piece and a box with little toys. So if you all are interested in learning a little bit more about why I choose the toys that I do, let me know and I can definitely do that. When I was pregnant with Leonardo, I saw someone on Instagram, and I don't remember who, but she had a bar like this with mirrors for her son. I think it was her son. And I remember just thinking, I'm going to have that for my baby. And I'm so glad that I do, because he uses it every single day. I think it's helped him develop so much strength on his legs, and I just really love that bar. Now I'm just cleaning the dresser here, picking everything up. This really just becomes like I just throw everything on here. I just throw everything on here that the baby shouldn't be having access to. So just cleaning all that up. Moving on to the kitchen, we're going to do as much as possible before moving on to other rooms and then coming back to the kitchen, because I always have to come back since some dishes are left to dry and just picking up things. So we'll be here for a little bit and then we'll move on. By the way, I just put the baby to sleep like 10 minutes ago, so I'm going to try to clean the kitchen as fast as possible because it's just easier to clean when he's asleep, and I'm home alone with him right now, so we're gonna do as much as possible. We are diving into cleaning some of the dishes and washing the dishes here in the sink. And in a few videos, I asked you all for some suggestions on not only cleaning supplies, but also dish sponges and just sponges in general and anything that you all enjoy around your house. And so I've been looking for some, and I think I found a few that I really want to try. I've always kind of stuck to the ones that I'm familiar with, so I do want to venture out, try some different ones, see what's out there. And so I found a few and I'm going to place an order soon. And I also wanted to let you all know that I'm currently working on an organization video. So my plan was to work on like a entire home organization, and then I looked around my house and I was like, whoa, that is too much. I have so much to organize. So I think I'm going to break it up into different areas, and I'll start off with the kitchen organization. I think that'll be the best place because I think there'll be like the biggest change in the kitchen since I use it so much. When we first moved in here, I pretty much placed everything in a way that I wanted to organize it, but now that we've been here for a year, I definitely know what items we use the most and what just makes most sense to move around and how to organize things. So I already went in, I measured everything. I've been looking at different organization like sets and things like that, and so hopefully I can get that video out in the next month. I do plan to do it for sure in the next month and a half, by the end of October. So yeah, I'm so excited for that video. I think it'll make such a huge difference in our space, and I hope you're as excited as I am. So now I'm going to take half of a sponge to wash all of the baby's dishes, and we keep our sponge for our dishes separate from his sponge just because he hasn't had all of the foods yet, and I feel like our sponge just touches so much more food, and so his are a lot cleaner. His sponges just last longer. But now I'm just washing the high chair tray. We have the Stoke, I don't know how you pronounce it, but we have that high chair. I'll link it down below for you all. We really love this chair. I think it's really great. It is a little bit hard to adjust the foot setting on his high chair just because it's like wood, so we have to kind of unscrew it a little bit to make it a little loose and then fix it. But honestly, not hard at all, and I love that it can grow with my baby, and he really seems to enjoy it. It's very secure, so I really like it. And then I'm just washing up all of his bibs and like little bottles where I save the pumped breast milk. And I really like this like teal or bluish greenish dish. He loves it. It's the easiest because most of the time I am giving him like 2 different things rather than 3 different foods. So it's just easier because it has 2 compartments. So I'll also link that below for you all if you're interested in any baby like food related items.
All the love's gone. Now I'm coming around. Got a stake in the ground. Gonna stick it to you. I'm gonna let you go. Let you go. Let you go. Let you go. I'm gonna stick it to you. Let you go. Let you go. Let you go. I'm gonna stick it to you. Once we had it all. How could you let us fall? I've been running from myself.
Like I've mentioned before, I love this Brezza, not sure how you pronounce it again. But I really do love this sterilizer. We use it multiple times a day, and I sterilize everything in here for the baby. And this cabinet on top where I'm putting things, this is one of the cabinets that needs major organization. Pretty much things are kept in their side and in their place, but I think there's just a better way to organize all of this. So I'm definitely excited to organize this space. I'm trying to see how I want to organize the baby's items. I don't know when to start moving his items to a drawer rather than a cabinet, because eventually I don't know, I do want him to have access to all of his items, and so I think the best place to do that is in a cabinet, but I just don't know which cabinet or drawer, like one that he can reach on the ground, is going to be the best place to do that for him yet. And he's still fairly small, so I think I have a few months for that. So I think for now I might just organize things at a higher view for myself and my partner. But yeah, that was the cabinet that I'm really excited to organize, and also I really want to organize the pantry. And now I'm just cleaning the stovetop here, just going to clean it down. I've been trying to clean this more often as I cook because, to be very honest, I don't do that. I don't clean it after I cook. I'm just trying to race to do other things, but it was easier to clean it this time because it wasn't as dirty, because I've been cleaning as I go now. But before, I would wait until I really needed a clean, or until I know I made something. But if there was little splatters here and there, I wouldn't really clean them. And now I realize that it's actually the easiest thing to do. Just cleaning up those little splatters, it just makes such a huge difference. Here I am cleaning the fridge now, just going to spray it and wipe it down. And to be very honest, every time I open this fridge, I look at it like, whoa, I need to really find some type of system that works, because I just feel like it's easy to waste food because we can't visually see it. Everything is just stored in random places. There's no set system to it. So I really want to do that. And I am mindful that we cook different cuisines, so like Mexican food requires so many more ingredients than maybe like more American food for us. So I have to think of a way to store all of those Mexican ingredients in a way that I can see visually, and I'm not the type of person to be so set on like a menu of what we're eating in the week. I'm much more of I would like to eat this and this and this, and then I also need these things just in case. So that's my whole deal with the fridge, but I'll explain a little bit more in the organization video that I have planned for you all, because I do plan to kind of set up a system there too. Now, as you can see, we are just in the dining room, and this here is the Stokey chair I was talking about, the high chair for the baby. So his chair just kind of floats around here in our dining room. The only thing that I don't like is that our dining table is high and his chair is obviously doesn't reach to that level of our table, so that's why the tray is so important for him. So he eats with his tray, and once we're eating, it's not a huge like difference, like it's fine, but I just wish that sometimes I didn't have to use the tray and I could just pull his chair into the table and he can eat on the table. So if you have a table that's not high, then this would definitely work really well for you. So yeah, like I said, I'll link it down below for you all, but I really love this, and I love that it comes with like a different cushion. Well, it comes with a cushion and you can get different cushions. They are on the pricier side, I think, for cushions, but to be honest, like they last so long and they're so easy to clean. Like you can just clean it with a little bit of soap and water, or you can take it off and throw it into the washer as well.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under street lights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head.
I'm going in and cleaning the bottom of the table, the wooden part, and also the legs of the chairs, because it's like a brown, and it's not like a super dark brown, but it's also not a light brown. You can just see a lot of dust if dust accumulates. And then also we have a dog that he's come out in some of my videos, but he's like a light brown dog, and so when his hair gets on here, because this is like his area, he's really only allowed to be in this area, so when he is in this area, like you can see his light brown hairs on the darker wood. So I definitely needed a clean, and that's what I'm doing now.
All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again, just the two of us, and we could stay up all night.
Before moving on to the restrooms and other areas in the house, I'm just filling up my vinegar solution. This is 1 part of vinegar and then 3 parts warm water, and then I just give it a little shake and it's ready to go. Now I am just here in the restroom. This is our guest restroom, and the first thing I'm going to do is clean the tub with the Pink Stuff bathroom cleaner. And it was really highly recommended, not only online but also on YouTube, like just watching other people who clean. So I decided to get this set with like the multi-purpose cleaner and the Pink Stuff paste. I have not used the Pink Stuff paste, but I really want to use it. I think the best place to use it is the sink. I've seen a lot of people use it on the sink, so really excited to use that soon. But here I'm just cleaning it with like a sponge and making sure I get any little thing out of the tub. But I'll link down the Pink Stuff below in case you're interested as well. So I'll link a lot of stuff below for you all this time around. I don't think I've done that in the past recently, so I'll definitely start doing that for you all, so that you kind of have an idea of the items that I use in case you're interested in them. Here I am just adding some of that vinegar solution, and then I'm going to gently, very, very gently just scrub just to get any of those watermarks out, adding a little bit more vinegar solution, and then I'm going down with a squeegee. I really need to get a new squeegee. I have one sitting in my Amazon cart, and I really, really need it because this one is, it's not like it's old, but it's just really flimsy. So I definitely think I need one that's going to add in a little bit more steady pressure. So hopefully I'll have that soon. I am cleaning the toilet now, and I always clean from top to bottom, and I make sure to use multiple Clorox wipes so that I'm not transferring any of the bacteria over to other areas of the toilet. And then I go in with the Clorox toilet wand, and I use just one scrubbing pad, and I just scrub everything down. If I notice that the toilet needs like a really deep clean, then I will just let it sit for 5-10 minutes and then flush it down. So I left it this time for a few minutes, maybe like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, because I've been cleaning it just so often, so it really didn't need like nothing too major. And then just picking up right here in the sink area and wiping everything down. on to the living room, as you can tell, there's just one huge couch in here, and that's intentional because if we had like a little coffee table, it would just be full of stuff, honestly. So it's just a way for us to not have an additional place to set things down. So we just have our couch in here, and I'm just going in and vacuuming it. This vacuum was like recommended if you have pets, and I think it does a good job. I'm sure there has to be vacuums that do such a much better job with removing any type of dust and hair, because I also shed a lot of hair from like postpartum. So yeah, there has to be a vacuum out there that just does a much deeper clean on couches, and that's still on the more affordable side. I think this vacuum was like around $100 or so, and it's a good vacuum. I mean, it does the job in the baby's room and on the couch, so I can't complain. I just know that in the future I would like to invest in something that's a little bit more like hardcore cleaning, you know. So yeah, this is a good vacuum to look into if you have some pets and really want to remove a lot of that hair.
Out on the roof, tell everybody I do, baby, I do wanna stay here and let loose, just keep on loving all night. Out on the roof, tell everybody I do, 'cause I do.
This is a new area that I'm showing here. This is like a little fireplace area, and as you can see, very simple. We kind of just keep the dog's bed here, one of our dog's bed here, and then I really needed to vacuum this little fireplace area because it was dusty. We live where there's a lot of dirt, a lot of dust, not much grass, not only where we live, but just literally everywhere around us. It's very much dirt, so a lot of that kind of just accumulates, and so that had accumulated here so much, so that's what I ended up cleaning. And then now I'm just moving into the playpen area, which is another little area that we have in our living room for Leonardo. So he plays in here. I try to put really engaging toys that he likes because he doesn't really like to be contained somewhere, and he's not in here by himself unless he really needs to be, and we need to maybe finish cleaning up something in the kitchen where we can still visually see him, or we're doing something right next to him, you know. So he's not usually in here, he's more in his room, but this is a really great space to have for us as well.
I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
We have a few of these mats. I think we have like 4, and they're from Gather, and I really like them. They're really great. I think that the colors and the designs are so fun, and they're super easy to clean. I just do like a vinegar and water solution. Again, I just do that. Unless it needs like a deeper clean, you know, then I'll use like soap and things like that. But I really love these mats. They made his newborn stage so great because we would just lay him on them. We were like iffy about putting him straight on the carpet at first. Now that he's a little older, I mean, he's all up in his room on the carpet, and we're totally fine with that. But at the beginning, you know, it was just better to have him on a mat. And then in this playpen, I just think personally it's so great to have mats in here because they're much easier to clean than cleaning the actual playpen material.
And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more. We're done now. No words, no more. We're done now. No words, no more. We're done now. No words, no more. No, no. We're done now. No words, no more. We're done now. No words, no more.
like I mentioned earlier, we were focusing on the kitchen, and now we're back in the kitchen after moving to other areas of the room. And you'll notice that really what needs to be done is putting away all of the dishes that I washed that are now dry, and then also just cleaning the countertops now that everything is put away. So that's what we'll do in these next few minutes.
Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. But now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a hill. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Now, no words, no more, no. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more, no, no. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more, no, no. Yeah.
If you've watched any of my previous videos, like my really old videos, then you know that where we used to live, our kitchen was way smaller. So now we have much more counter space and cabinet space, which I'm so grateful for. We even have our pantry, which is not like a walk-in pantry, and it's not really big, but you know, it's like a cabinet space dedicated for pantry space. So I'm so grateful that we have that here in our new home. And one thing that I will say that I miss sometimes, especially just looking at this right now, is that I do miss my white kitchen. Like, I loved having a white kitchen. To me, it just made everything seem so nice and so clean, and I love my kitchen now. Like, it's great, I really do. But if I could change it, I would just make it white and bright. I just love that in a kitchen with like some black or gold or silver like tones. I just love that. So yeah, but I'm just so grateful for our kitchen. Definitely much more space, so I honestly can't complain about it. I really love it, and I love the wall behind the kitchen. Like, it's just a soft neutral, so I think it still keeps the kitchen nice and like more neutral and light. So yeah.
Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listen.
If you don't have an air fryer, I really recommend one. You need to get one if you don't have one. It is like it seems like a big appliance, but it's so worth it. It's so great. I really love our air fryer, so definitely recommend.
Every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like that.
After everything was clean, I made some dinner for us, Korean style, and then I served the baby some figs, banana, and peanut butter bread.
Thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were into.
Alright, so this is the end result. Everything is super duper clean, and I hope that this kept you some company and gave you lots of motivation. That's it for this video today. I hope it motivated you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!